Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Friends, Facts, and Fiction. As always, this podcast is made possible by our local convenience stores, the misappropriation of history, and you. And now to your hosts, Justin Hammonds, Brant Bramlett, and Drew Shellnut.
What's up? What's happening, world? It's a podcast called Friends, Facts, and Fiction, and we're back. Season 5 officially starting today. First episode. Season 5, staying alive, trying to thrive, something like that.
There it is.
Bunch of beehives.
Staying alive, trying to thrive. Season 5. Yeah, we're talking about the history of fireworks, but first, we got a few crazy stories about fireworks from our personal life. You know, so you can get closer to us and our madness in our minds. But anyway, I'm Justin Hammonds. I'm looking at my boy Drew Shellnut.
What is up?
And my boy Grant Bramlett.
Up is what?
Yeah.
Hey.
And we're back in the stew again. It's been like a week. We've been off for like a week.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 weeks.
So we were apart for 2 weeks.
No. But yeah, we're back giving these hot facts. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know it was Green Shirt Day. I missed that memo.
Oh, wow.
But
Yeah.
it's cool. It's cool. You know
That's
what I mean?
funny, yeah.
That's cool, whatever. But we normally, if you're a fan of the show, we normally do a Song of the Day of the Week and give you a little snippet. But thanks to some other things that happened in our email, we will no longer be playing clips of music, but we will be talking about a song of the day of the week for you to find on your own.
Thanks to you guys for listening so much.
I was going to
is the
say,
reason there.
it's y'all's fault.
It's y'all's fault.
We're now officially on the map because of the amount of listeners, which, you know, thank you.
That's cool.
Yeah, thank
We fucks with y'all.
But yeah, now we've got music licensing companies attacking us by removing our episodes. So we'll no longer
Yeah.
play it. We're just going to say, go listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also about 6 episodes that we're gonna try to recoup, but I think we can only really put one back up. But you know,
I'm gonna make it happen. It's just gonna be a huge pain in the ass, as opposed to the very easy solution of give us access to them again, and we'll just cut that section out
Yeah.
on the actual distribution website that we use, Anchor.fm. I'm just gonna have to dig back into archives and then probably make our engineer remix episodes.
Which, thank you guys. It means that we have to pay our engineer again
It's true.
yeah.
for every episode that was taken down.
Yeah,
So
I should probably throw some money towards that.
if you guys would, if you
Oh, don't
guys-
worry, I've been taking care of it.
But yeah, we also have a which I need to bring it up to date, but we do have a playlist on Spotify that is Song of the Day of the Week by Friends, Facts, and Fiction. And I'm missing, I think, like most of season 4, but I'll fix that. But you can always check it out there if you just want to have like a list of weird songs that
the weirdest
don't really
music
relate.
combined that you could ever listen to. Yeah.
It's not eclectic. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I mean,
It's not how our brains work.
right.
and see, I think I'm almost consistently hip hop, but then like for holidays is like weird shit, like the Adam Sandler bit that we put in there, and then like the crazy weird vinyl that you found. That shit was weird.
But I forgot about that.
I
totally forgot about
It was like love me forever, forever and ever. Forever, or some shit. Weird as fuck and kind of stalky. But anyway, just updates from the stew here at Friends, Facts, and Fiction Corporation. Yeah.
I think that before we jump into our little stories, I will give you that song of the day of the week that you please, please, please go and put your ears on. It's by an artist called Negro Justice.
Turn up.
Uh-oh, about to get real in this bitch. And the song is called Work in the Morning. Check it out.
It's really dope.
It's good. It
Local guy.
local guy here in Nashville.
Yeah.
I can't say enough about how cool it is, what vibe it put me in. It's really cool. Just check it out.
Oh, yeah. Give that a listen.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Trust us.
Please. And text us. Also.
Okay.
So who's got the craziest story for fireworks? That's what I want to know.
I mean, I guess I probably I got like 3.
Yeah, I do too.
I've got 2 on the top of my head, so I'll just let you start off.
I got 3 that are pretty epic, and then multiple ones of the Roman candle fights and catching people's grass on fire and shit. But this one time, I think it was 4th of July, 2003, maybe. Anyway, we're not going to talk about times, but back in the day, and my whole family was out in this field. It's just like a baseball field type of park next to my uncle's house back home. So we always pop fireworks out there for the neighborhood, basically. And my whole family was in this field, getting the mortars set up to do the big sky fucking explosion shits. And I don't know if my dad was lit or just clumsy as hell, but he he went to light one, and then as he lit it, he ran by it and knocked it over.
Oh no!
And didn't realize until he seen the sparks going inside the tube facing us. So he just takes off running, doesn't try to fix it real quick. He just takes off running towards us, and we're like, "Well, what's going on? What's going on?" It's just turn, scatter. Bro, the explosion was not in the sky. It was on the ground, and children were crying. And mothers were mad.
Not a band.
No, it was not. It was not the funnest, but it was pretty epic.
Yeah.
Seeing my dad action movie running with a fucking explosion behind him, fucking green and yellow and red and shit.
It's actually a pretty dope visual for me right now.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, it's fucking nuts, man. That was that's a pretty good one. I got another one where a firework exploded in my hand. That shit was just me being stupid. And yeah, that's one though. They can rotate.
We'll go with Grant on the next one.
Okay, well, I guess I do one that involves my dad. Was see, when we were growing up, we were never allowed to do the Roman candle fight.
Oh, bro,
Because
that was a must.
when he was a kid, he was partaking in a Roman candle fight, and the whole motherfucker backfired in his hand.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
and
dope.
to this day, he is on the older side. Still, you can take a needle or a push pin or whatever to the left side of his palm, and he doesn't
Can't
feel
feel
shit.
shit.
Yeah, no, he completely destroyed the nerve endings.
Nerve
on his
endings
hand.
are gone.
Yeah, for the rest of his life. I mean, he was a kid, and it's still like that for the rest of his life. So those
maybe
fuckers
that's
are
what's wrong with my.
they are no joke.
finger.
You know what I
That's
mean?
wild.
I know. And then another Roman candle one was we weren't with my dad, so we were having a Roman candle fight. Of course. Because I mean, honestly, being able to stab your hand is a pretty cool little party trick. So you know, who cares?
Yeah, right. What's this?
But we had this. It was basically on our street, standard neighborhood, and. Of course, it was the slightly older lady that always had the issue with something going
the
on.
neighborhood nanny?
Yeah, exactly.
Neighborhood Nancy.
She was the one not to piss off, you know what I mean? And of course, one of those bad boys, and you just had that moment where
You see it
I was
flying.
doing party tricks with it, basically. I was turning around and shooting it in between my legs, making it look like I'm farting balls, you know, and stuff like that. And it went totally just hooked hard, and then just bloop, perfect in her shrubberies right next to her front door. And then it felt to me in that moment that they caught on fire instantaneously. You know, it was just oh no, whoosh, and we were like, oh get an adult, you know.
Where are the people that take care of us? I was talking about this before the episode. It's the whole thing with firework culture is so wild because nowadays we all go and buy all these damn fireworks and just give them to kids.
Yeah.
All right, y'all do your thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go drink some beers and chill out.
Yeah, right.
You just gave me explosives, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, somebody's lives can get changed instantly.
There's a reason why they quit making M80s.
Yeah, seriously though.
Straight up.
Yeah, because
shit's crazy.
they'll explode a toilet.
Yeah.
Shit's wild.
And then for my final one, I figured I could simultaneously incorporate a new game I want to play here with Friends, Facts, and Fiction, entitled "Was he a kid or was he drunk?"
the running segment that we have here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if everybody in the room knows the answer, then I'm going to make it on the listeners. So if you email us, what do you think the answer is? Was he a kid or was he drunk? then we'll give you some kind of prize that we
Maybe
don't know yet.
some kind of a incentive from
some
our
type of shout out,
Maybe
some type of
give you a shout out, maybe some promotions for something that you're working on, or send you a sticker in the mail, something small, fun, whatever. Should be pretty easy thing for you to do. To shoot us an email at friends.facts.fiction@gmail.com with kid or drunk.
That's all you have to say. Kid or drunk. Literally.
Or you need to have the episode in there, like episode.
Well, I don't know.
1,
If I see kid or drunk, I'm going to be like, yeah. So far.
That's true.
Yeah. We've had
So
this.
season 5, episode 1, kid, or season 5, episode 1, drunk. That's all you need to say. And I don't have a proper sound patch worked up for it yet, so I'm just going to try and overdub my voice in real time on top of this. Let's see how it goes. It's kind of hard, actually. I practiced a little bit earlier, but here we go. Let's see. It's time to play. Was he a kid? Was he drunk? As an adult.
As an adult.
Jesus Christ. It's going to be good once we record it.
I mean, I think that was pretty great.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Way to go, rhythm section.
The band inside the soundboard is badass.
Yeah.
That was so stupid. All right, so anyways, here goes the story.
So,
You have the kind of similar like what your dad did that time and he knocked it over. Little cardboard tube, the little ball-shaped, like basically mortars, shells that you pop in there, light the fuse, run away, it thumps up into the air and explodes above your head, hopefully at a safe height.
hopefully.
Well, I got the bright idea that fireworks are combustible. Gasoline is also combustible.
It is.
So what happens if we double down? And to test my hypothesis for this particular experiment, I took one of the mortars and I soaked it in gasoline.
Like you should.
Jesus Christ, bro.
And so something I didn't think about was the fact that gasoline, like any liquid, has a certain weight to it, right? And so probably the gunpowder that acts as the propellant to lift it into the air might not be as effective.
Yeah, because you just soaked it.
Yeah, exactly. So instead of going thump way up into the sky, it goes like 8 feet off the ground.
It's like, asshole.
Maybe. And then instead of doing like, 2 or 3 fun little, things, it was just one massive fucking fireball that just coated the entire backyard. I mean,
That's
literally,
fantastic.
we were diving behind cars and shit. It was like a war movie.
Yeah, bro, action movie shit, bro. These are explosives, bro. Shit is real.
And it definitely caught a few things on fire.
Oh yeah, there
So
you go.
there you go. Was I a kid or was I drunk as an adult?
As an adult. You figured that one out.
Yeah.
So my first story runs off of a fireworks war. Like they were talking about the Roman candle war. So it was a Roman candle fight. Well, let me back up. So I'm 16 years old. I've got a Jeep Grand Cherokee, or a Jeep Cherokee 1994.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm going
the
around.
box style joint.
Going around, yeah. Hunter Green, trying to pick up some friends to go have a fireworks war because I've got 12 acres of land and it's time to expand. You know what I mean? Like, oh, motherfuckers, here we go.
It's time to set some shit on fire.
Yeah, well, so I pick up 2 of my buddies. I was working at Winn-Dixie, which is a local in the area for Alabama grocery store. Picking up my buddies, which I worked with there, and there was this big dude, African American guy named George, that didn't ever really talk to anybody, but he would always make like crazy faces at us, which I relate with him more now and understand him. Because he was just like, fuck all these idiots. I would fucking just look at him and go, "Bleh," and just walk off, And that's like, oh shit, was that me? But I walk up, I'm picking these guys up. George walks out, pokes his head into our window and goes, oh, you got fireworks. And I was like, yeah. He goes, ha-ha! Lights one and goes, watch what happens. And he's just holding it. And he's just holding it, and it's holding it, and I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god, and it's a bottle rocket.
Yeah.
And he's pointing it at me. and I'm in the driver's seat.
That's fun.
And he's just like, watch what happens. And it's like, and he lets go. And it's like, and it pops right under the gas pedal. And I'm like,
That's fun.
dude,
What the fuck?
what did you just do? And also, get in the car. You're on my team. Because you're fucking crazy.
Yeah. What?
No, seriously.
Never do that again, but also welcome aboard.
Yeah, right. Welcome aboard. Get in the car.
I need you on my side. That's for fucking sure.
So we drive 2 miles to my family's land, and we're out there in the backwoods of the land where we're not supposed to be because my grandmother told me we weren't. So and there's also another African American male named Ed that goes with us. Big dude, probably 450, but he's like 5'8".
Oh, wow.
Big dude.
Oh.
A little ball of energy.
And most of it's in his fro. Like, he is huge fro. I met him in drama class in high school. Me and him hit it off. We were just best friends.
Yeah.
You know, he goes with us. We have all of us, all 12 of us, have our Roman candles and stuff in hand. And if we see people running through the woods, we're just like, foom, 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 foom. Well, I see a fro running through the woods.
That's fun.
Uh-oh.
It's just a little fro running through the woods with a big body. And I'm like, ain't no way. And I, boom. His whole fro, burn a hole through the middle of his fro. Straight up. Boom.
That's amazing.
And I hear a sound that I will never forget. This dude running through the woods. His hair's still on fire. I don't know how fireworks work with this stuff.
Smoky.
But he's got like this hole in his hair and his hair's on fire with green fire.
Yeah.
Not red fire, green fire.
Chemicals, bro.
And he's just going, whoa! My grandmother wakes up.
Yeah.
Steps out on the back porch with a 30-06.
Ready.
Goes, Who the fuck is on my land? And I was like, hey,
It's me.
It's
Don't
me. She
kill us.
goes,
Don't kill us.
what the fuck are you doing? There's all kinds of explosions going on in the backyard. And I'm like, oh, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. We'll move down to Uncle Buddy's land. Uncle Buddy's dead. It's fine. We'll move down there. So we moved down.
Yeah.
I parked my Jeep off in a little cut in the woods. Half the team goes on one side of the road. The other half is on the other side of the road by my Jeep. So back to Crazy George.
Crazy George.
Crazy George grabs the mortar holder deal.
The little cardboard
that
shell.
shoots the shells.
Yeah.
He's holding it like a gun.
Yeah, he is.
He catches the whole field on fire. They keep going, quit. And you know they have the triple ball mold?
Yeah, the triple ball
He was
joints,
shooting those at them every time. Just and they're like, stop. And he's just sitting there going, fuck you, white people. No shit.
That dude's a serial killer for sure.
Oh yeah,
He's got bodies.
I would love to see where he is now. He's like 7 foot tall too,
Prison.
which does not help the situation
Yeah.
of like do not seek the treasure. You know.
Yeah.
We leave, get a half a mile down the road. A deer runs into my driver's side of the vehicle.
Damn.
Like at least 10, 12 point buck.
Damn.
Boom, breaks his neck.
Oh.
George jumps out of the truck with a pocket knife.
What the fuck?
And
Who
goes,
is this dude, bro?
I got this. And we're like, what? And this deer, poor deer,
Oh, yeah, it's trying to-
broke neck 90-degree angle is flopping on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He walks up and grabs it, looks it in the face, and just slits its throat while he's looking it in the face. And I'm like,
Good God.
Man, this dude. We need to do a deep dive on George, bro.
Right?
Fuck is Crazy George?
This could open up a whole new can of worms. Mm-hmm. So fuck it. You know, when you're a kid, it's more about like proximity and shared interests, right? And sometimes you're hanging out with someone, sometimes for years, sometimes just 2 or 3 times, sometimes probably like George just fucking once, I hope, where you're like, oh, this motherfucker is insane, or mean, or not my people.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
It takes that one event most of the time
Yeah.
where you're like, oh,
Right, exactly.
So you on that side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not okay.
So sometimes it's
We're cool-
years
we're cool
until
because we
that
were close.
really pops up because it's like, oh yeah, you're walking distance to my house before I could drive a car.
That's why I'll hang
And
out
then
with you. Exactly.
This one seemingly innocuous thing happens, and you're like, oh, we should not ever see each other again.
Yeah, you were.
That's why the politics always happen in high school when you start getting the split off. So it's like, okay, we used to hang out back in elementary,
Yeah.
but
Exactly.
we not cool, bro. I'll give you a little head nod, but that's about it.
No, man, you just tried to. You literally just jumped out of my vehicle and killed a deer with your bare hands, essentially.
Yeah.
After fucking trying to kill people.
After trying to,
Legit trying to kill some motherfuckers.
I was gonna say, like,
God damn.
I had my back gate on my Jeep lifted, and somebody from across the street shot a bottle rocket, and I had a gas can, and it hit right beside the gas can. I have never seen someone so happy. When George saw that,
like a
he
pig
went,
and shit, huh?
Yeah.
he literally got down like he was a sniper on the ground with that mortar thing, and was just do-do-do-do, 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 do-do-do-do. He didn't care if the tube was hot because you're not supposed to shoot them that quick together. Because if the tube gets hot, they will explode in the tube.
Yeah,
Oh no,
'cause it's
he
too
proved
soft,
that
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
He shot the whole fucking box up.
That's crazy.
In like literally 30 seconds. Like he's just like doom 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 doom, and I don't know how he loaded it so quick. But he's just sitting there like doom.
Nah, bro. That's like some military training, bro.
And he had never been to the military.
fuck?
Dude was 18 years old.
That is
Natural.
crazy.
No,
bro.
he was. Yeah.
No, in the backwoods of Alabama, he's probably done some weird shit.
Speaking of in the backwoods of Alabama, that brings me to my second firework experience. My uncle. I'd say rest in peace, but you're a douchebag, so fuck off. He was killed by a SWAT team, as he should. But I was like
Already?
5, 6 years old, something like that. And my mom was like, "Want to go hang out with Uncle Jeff?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool." And I go, like a little kid does, and oh, it's my uncle. Hang out. Oh, he's got two kids that are, like 10 years older than me. They're probably gonna be bullying me or whatever. I'm fine. No, I show up. It's 4th of July. It's fireworks time. It's also become a man time at the
At
age
age of 6.
6. Apparently,
Hey, I mean, in the country, you do grow up pretty quick, but
but not that quick.
No, not that fast.
At least another 6 years.
Yeah.
But so
I had to kill a snake at 6 years old.
yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
That's when I seen the fucking possums and shit. Talked about it in episodes past. Anyway,
But
Bama, baby.
that's right. So I'm sitting here in this trailer park with all these fun white people, and I know you guys all know the small pack of firecrackers. It's about 2 inches by 4 inches.
Yeah, wrapping like the red tissue paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, to be a man, you got to be able to hold this and let it go off in your hand with a clenched fist. And I was like, at the time, I'm like 6 years old, and I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I'm going to be a man.
Oh my God.
For all you out there, don't ever fuck yeah, dude, I'm going to be a man about this shit. Because it went off, and I didn't flinch until about halfway through the pack, which I give myself credit for.
I was about to say.
Because it burnt a hole in my hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I had to stick my hand in fucking ice water for at least 2 days. I had ace bandages I had to keep taking off. There was a hole in the middle of my palm. It was great. So if you haven't tried it, just do it.
Yeah.
But don't do it.
Yeah.
But that's the 4th of July Alabama becoming a man story right there. I mean, to tell you what, and I don't know how.
Oh, man. That's fucking insane, bro. Anyway, got any fireworks stories from your childhood or adulthood while drunk? Let us know in the email.
Yeah.
And also don't
Well, I
forget
mean,
to,
I have lit okay, I'll go off on another one. So we found a wheelbarrow. And one of my buddies in high school had a whole lot of firecrackers, like those big rolls. And so we put it in the wheelbarrow, and we saved up fireworks for 2 years and just kept putting them in the wheelbarrow. And then we poured a little gas in the bottom and thought it was going to be a good idea until it burnt down homeboy's neighbor's house.
Oh, shit.
Oh. What the fuck, bro? What?
I love that you almost forgot about that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? That's the big
What
one.
the fuck?
God.
Yeah, we were arsonists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Yeah, and it was 2 years coming.
Jesus. That was planned.
Luckily, she was old and had some finances behind it, but yeah, that house burnt down.
Oof.
Sorry, lady.
Damn, son.
So yeah, let's
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we can get on up out of there. Word. I'm going to slide up out of there. All right.
we slid up in there.
Yeah, now we're sliding in. But yeah, hot facts on fireworks. We told our stories. Now let's get the history of fireworks. Yeah.
Yeah. So get comfortable.
Yeah.
Lay down. Get you some of this Ohana strawberry banana I'm sipping on. Anyway, so the history of fireworks goes back thousands of years. China, obviously. Scientists believe it was about 2,000 years ago. There's a legend behind their existence, and it is believed that these magical lights were discovered by a Chinese cook after mixing charcoal, sulfur, and saltpeter.
Was he planning on eating that?
Or was he planning on getting up at all?
That's fucking wild.
When the mixture burned in a bamboo tube, it exploded. Cool. So he literally made the first firecracker.
Just out here fucking off.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, let's see what this does.
So there's confusion on the time of fireworks discovery. Some sources state that they were discovered 2,000 years ago, while others place the discovery sometime in the 19th century during the Song Dynasty, which would have been 960 to 1279.
Which we covered a bunch of that back in like, what, season 2? 3? Season 2. Season 2.
Listen to all the seasons, you'll find it. So this, however, could be confusion between the discovery of gunpowder by the cook and the invention of the firecracker. A Chinese monk called Lia Tian, living in the city of Liaoyang in Hunan province, is said to be the inventor of firecrackers about 1,000 years ago. There's a Chinese celebration every 18th of April to celebrate the invention of cyberworks. Jesus, Drew, get your fucking words together. Fireworks. They do this by offering sacrifices to Li Tuan. During the Song Dynasty, the local people established a temple to worship him, and in later years, as well as now, fireworks are believed to scare evil spirits.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah. The evil spirits and ghosts are said to be scared off by the loud bangs of firecrackers. Therefore, fireworks are very important and are used for this reason during births, deaths, and birthdays. Chinese New Year is a colorful event that is full of fireworks as a symbol of ushering in a new year that is free of evil spirits.
That's fucking dope.
That is often that they are setting off fireworks in a very densely populated country.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, if they're
probably kind of neat.
Yeah.
/ dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're anywhere near crazy as we are, they're probably burnt down some shit too. I'd imagine.
Yeah.
For sure.
So to this day, the city of Liaoyang in Hunan province is the main production area in the world for fireworks. Many critics say the fireworks are produced in China to use because of the cheap labor, obviously, and it's pretty readily available for them,
Of course.
It's good to remember that the history of fireworks goes back to China and is dated 1,000 years. Therefore, fireworks industry has been in existence long before the advent of modern-day slavery and disparity in East-West wage rates. The gunpowder is credited to Marco Polo, who is believed to have brought back the Chinese gunpowder to Europe in the 13th century.
Yeah, because China had that shit way before the European.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. There's another school of thought that believes that the Crusaders brought back the black powder to Europe. The black powder was used for military purposes, first in rockets, then in cannons and guns. Italians took the precedence of using gunpowder to manufacture fireworks. Another European country followed that suit, and that would be Germany. And they emerged as a fireworks leader along with Italy in the 18th century. Most American display companies are operated by families of Italian descent, such as the Grucci family and the Razzi family. and Zambelli. The fireworks, which is pretty
That's wild.
you know.
Yeah.
So it's not just waste management. Nah, I mean. So the fireworks also fascinated the English and in Britain during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I. We can even find the mention of firecrackers in great works such as William Shakespeare. The Queen enjoyed the fireworks so much that a position of Fireworks Master of England was created. King James II was so pleased with the firework display that celebrated his coronation that he knighted his fire master.
Do they still have fire masters today?
I don't know.
Man, that's cool.
That'd be a dope-ass
You
job,
literally
right?
just go,
What a cool title.
yeah, I'm a
I mean,
fire
it's
master.
complicated shit. Like these,
yeah.
massive displays that we have in like major cities to celebrate. For us, 4th of July.
Yeah.
A lot of other people, New Year's.
I mean, Nashville has the biggest one in the nation, I think, on 4th of July. It's like a fucking 20-minute fireworks show, bro.
Yeah, it's
Shit
pretty
is
great.
wild.
Yeah, pretty
Shit
great.
is wild as fuck.
And actually, at my apartment, all we do is just go sit on our steps.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
And
Boom.
we're literally 15 minutes, which to everybody else, that means about 18 minutes from town, driving at 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
We can still see the fireworks.
Sure.
So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
just sit out on our front porch.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's pretty great. After normalization of relations with the Chinese Communist government in the early 1970s by President Nixon, the American fireworks industry really began to influence Chinese manufacturers. Previously,
You don't
business was done between U.S. and Chinese companies through Hong Kong brokers with little or no direct contact with mainland manufacturers. In the 1970s and 80s, China's distribution channels were state-owned, and fireworks that were produced then were exported through government-owned provincial export corporations.
Yeah.
Products produced in Hunan, we all know Hunan, right? Went through the Hunan Export Corporation. That's where they eat bats, right? No, that's wrong.
That's Wuhan.
Yeah. No,
Jesus Christ.
just checking to see if y'all are listening. And products produced in the Jiangxi went through the Jiangxi Export Corporation, and so on. During this period, factories were not expected to make a profit, but rather their goal was to keep people working in a region of China where there was no real industry other than agriculture.
Damn, man.
So essentially, they were just putting them in these like sweatshops for fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, the Chinese government subsidized these factories to keep production going, obviously.
Yeah.
When the products reached the Provincial Export Corporation, they sold to Hong Kong brokers who were the connection between mainland China and the foreign business entities. The brokers got orders, arranged logistics, and helped finance shipments to the U.S. distributors. When Chairman Deng Xiaoping, the only formally educated leader, that's kind of sad, came into power and saw that this regime was not working. Go
You don't
figure.
say.
You know?
Hey, you get somebody in there that's educated. It's
He's
like,
like-
oh, this shit's stupid.
Yeah, more or less.
That's kind of how it goes.
pretty much how that works. Communism simply did not work economically. Oh, really?
You don't
Chairman Deng began a policy of economic reform that basically set China on the road towards capitalism. That is when China opened up its borders to visit U.S. importers. The first American fireworkers were able to travel to the production regions and establish relations with Hong Kong exporters and the provincial export corporations. Consumer fireworks received intense scrutiny in the 1980s by U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
Because the 70s happened.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To correct the situation, representatives from the CPSC, American
Pyrotechnics.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, Drew. Read. American Pyrotechnics Association, which I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
neither.
Why didn't I know about
I
that?
thought I was a member already.
I was going to say.
So it's like, what's the certification for
Yeah.
being on the board? My guy?
Right.
I just realized that I missed out on my life job, my career path. I
Yeah,
don't
go
even
up
know
to
it's
him
an
and be like,
option.
I burned down a house with fireworks. How can I get on with it?
I really like fire too, so I mean, are we good? I just need a name tag, bro. Give me a schedule. Like, let's go.
So these guys in Hong Kong Brokers Association spent 10 days in southern China meeting with representatives from each export corporation and factory managers on a province-by-province basis. The meetings involved shooting each item produced in China and determining what the appropriate and correct warning descriptions and the print size should be from the point of view of providing safety warning labels for the American consumers.
Yeah, seriously, I want that job.
That's fucking
Right?
badass.
I get to shoot fireworks all day long.
Stand back 10 feet. Put it on the sticker.
We got all this
Ooh,
new
that one needs to be
fireworks.
20 feet.
20 feet. Oh,
Need you to try all this out.
Snakes
please.
and sparklers, really, guy? Joe Dirt. Appreciate it.
Just explode everything all day. Come back and report to me later, Jim. All right.
Yeah.
So, Chairman Jiang Zemin brought about economic reforms in the 1990s, and yes, we're talking about the 90s. And the Chinese fireworks factories started making profits for the first time
That's
in the
crazy,
90s,
bro.
1990s.
In the 90s,
That's nuts.
and we're
Yeah.
talking about year one to 1990.
It was during
Yeah,
this
bro.
period that many provincial export corporation personnel left the government-owned companies and were permitted to start their own. The companies worked through the Hong Kong brokers, but now they were able to sell to the U.S. directly.
Oh, yeah, cut out
So
that
they
middleman,
said,
kid.
fuck the government. We got this.
Cartel.
The revolution saw the spring up of private labels in order for U.S. companies to differentiate their product lines. China is now open to all, with small mainland export broker companies forming and folding each month. So these guys said, fuck the government, we're going to start our own companies, and essentially collapsed that part of the government
That's crazy.
It's really nuts.
because of fireworks.
Also, just a rotating door of businesses just popping up. Just like, oh, we're popping up for like a season, then we're out the game, then we open another business because the flow of fireworks sales are so fucking wild.
Well, I mean, it's,
I have to assume,
Yeah,
that
it's up
there's a
and
lot
down.
of like ebbs and
yeah,
flows with it.
for sure, bro.
Yeah, and if anybody lives here in the States and or if you're abroad and come to the States, if you ever travel to the Southeast, if you hit a state border with like Georgia and Alabama with any other state, there's going to be these fireworks factories that are bigger than like I don't know, the Palace of Versailles. So
Huge
fun with that.
firework
Yeah.
factories
Yeah.
with a bunch of explosives for fun.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're open year fucking round.
yeah,
And yeah, you can just go and get small bombs to celebrate shit.
just small bombs. Yeah, we got small bombs.
That is something kind of crazy that, I guess if we just, it's been around our whole life, so it's rare for, me to think about it often. But the fact that like, it almost like alcohol, there's just certain areas in the South that's just like, nope, can't buy it,
Yep.
can't sell it,
Yep.
not
Yeah.
supposed to have it.
Exactly.
Everybody does at
Yeah.
least once a year
Yeah.
have some. But the fact that you just have to go drive and give your money to some other county or some other state
Yeah.
and then drive back to shoot off of fireworks. And then the cops are probably like,
How the fuck?
they're shooting off fireworks.
Yep.
Anyways.
I'm not gonna do shit about that. And that's the
Exactly.
whole same thing about like anybody living in Alabama or any states in the Southeast that don't have the lottery. You'll know about this. I've got quite a few friends that I used to. We live about 45 minutes where we all met from Mississippi, and they would drive and get booze like 30s or what are they, 30s, 32s,
45s.
45s.
The 40 ounce?
65
40s,
105. Yeah, they go and get 40s.
Christ.
They go and get 40s
took
from
too long.
Mississippi,
Yeah.
and then drive up to Georgia and get lottery tickets.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "We're having a day." And I'm like, you realize that the dollars that you spend are not okay. They're not coming back. Okay.
No, they don't care about that.
no, nobody.
I mean, hell, until my mom moved to North Carolina, anytime she was traveling, like we have some family in Atlanta, anytime she would cross over to the Georgia line, she would, when she stopped for gas, she'd also get like a small handful of lottery tickets.
Yeah.
You know?
That's just how it is, bro.
for years
Yeah.
and years.
Oh man, driving to the state line is definitely a southern thing for sure. It's
crazy.
Okay, they're gonna Florida state line to get
Yeah.
some lottery tickets and some better booze.
Oh yeah.
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 And then drive that
Oh, yeah,
illegal
'cause you're
contraband back.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
You
Like,
had that lower Alabama life.
oh yeah, boy, L.A.
Yep. LA. I also came up with another thing, and if anybody's in the United States, you should just listen to this. I would say northern Alabama, but we call that Oklahoma. Take that and run with it.
I'll tell you, states are very similar, Alabama and Arkansas.
They are.
Which is right beside Oklahoma.
Very, very similar in a lot of ways. But yeah, fireworks, man. They're cool. They're dangerous.
Boom, pop, pow, ooh,
you know. Be safe with it. Hope you learned something.
I hope you didn't.
Yeah.
I know I did.
I definitely like the bit about the warding away evil spirits. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
know that was a thing.
Yeah, it was.
fucking
It's,
awesome.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Season 5. Staying alive, trying to thrive.
Trying to thrive. with
Episode
new
1.
explosives.
Yeah. Explosive episode we had here today. Hey! But yeah, man, this season's going to be dope. We got a lot of, you know us, a lot of random stuff. But in that same way, we have a few deep dives that we're going to be doing this season. So stay tuned for that. We'll do like some 3-parters and subjects that we've carved out. Yeah, so between the random shit, it's going to be some actual highly detailed attention to a subject or 3 in this season. So stay tuned. Tell your mom and them, give us that 5-star review, give us that thumbs up, that follow. Whatever you do, stay true to you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm Justin Hammonds, and I'm saying love, live life, because it's worth living, y'all.
I'm Drew Shelnut. I'm saying listen to Negro Justice now.
Grant Bramlett here. Let's see. Have you ever stopped somebody from safely enjoying explosives or pyrotechnics in general? I never liked you. If you're that cook that hopefully wasn't planning on eating that unintentional gunpowder mixture, I always loved you. Yeah.
What you cooking? Not eating it.
No, this is
Just
for
cooking.
other purposes. Don't worry about it. Like, what was he thinking?
I don't know.
You know?
That's what I'm
Let
confused.
to pick his brain.
That's what I'm
Like,
confused about.
Were you trying to kill somebody? Or like, what's going on, bro? This is like
See how they're
before the
making
Dark Ages, bro.
Poison and it exploded on him. I was like, oh, this is even cooler than poison. It's like, I don't know.
That's fucking nuts, man. See, I think that's probably like, it's the first time that's ever happened. So I'm sure his brain was just like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, what is this shit,
We
bro?
need to make more.
Damn, what's the portions on that, bro? Get the portions right. What was the recipe again, bro? It's like freestyle cooking at the crib. It's like, wait, what was it? How did I get that
It was
flavor?
like, you freestyle cook at the crib, and somebody comes up to you, like, "What'd you put in that?" And like, I don't know, it's fucking
the season cabinet.
yeah, right.
Yeah. Damn it.
A little bit of
Always
this.
record.
Yeah.
Always record.
God damn it, Kyle, can we kick it one time? What the fuck?
Oh man, good shit. Well, we love you. This podcast is called Friends, Facts, and Fiction, and we out.
Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for the next installment. Find us on Facebook and Instagram to stay up to date on all things Friends, Facts, and Fiction. Our Instagram handle is friends_facts_fiction. As always, please reach out to us. You can send any of your questions, praise, and fact-checking to friends_facts_fiction@gmail.com. It's important to us to only propagate the truth, and we'll correct any errors we may have made. Your hosts and researchers are Justin Hammonds, Grant Bramlett, and Drew Shelnut. Our episodes are produced by Grant Bramlett. Additional producership provided by Grace Higgs. Our recording engineer is Grant Bramlett. Our editor, mix, and mastering audio engineer is Jeremy Mulder. Lighting design is provided by Justin Hammonds. This has been a production of Friends, Facts, and Fiction.
Thank you.
Or was he really drunk? Yeah. Let's see. It's time to play. That's really hard. Hold on. What am I going for? It's time to play. Was he a kid or was he really drunk? I think those syllables line up. It's time to play once you get really drunk.
That was good shit. I fucked with that.
That's funny.
Yeah, I fucked with that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.